passion for wine started quite young, even though my family has no real history in the wine business or wine industry, and I didn't grow up drinking wine. However, I loved food. My mother was a really wonderful chef. When I was just turning 19 years old, I spent a year in England, but also traveled to Italy, traveled to Spain, traveled to Germany. And in Europe, I realized that actually wine is part of a meal, that it is like food, that it has its own set of very complex and wonderful range of flavors. And since then, I was really hooked on wine, and it became a passion and a hobby since I was in university. The communication and journalist was really a very long road and a very long serious career for me, and from that I ended up writing books. I do many things, but in fact I think all of it is really about educating and also about communicating about wines. At that time when I wrote the book, it was really about how to bring the world of wine into the Asian dining culture. And for me now, what Asian Palate means is a shared experience of how our dining culture is so different and it's unique. For me, as the first person to be an Asian ethnic origin to have achieved the Master of Wine, and it was only after I passed I realized that there is a great responsibility. The majority of Italian producers are proud of. When I was studying to be a Master of Wine, the Italian wines were pretty distinctive in a blind tasting. So you don't know what they are, you're tasting them with other wines around the world. What always stood out for me came to my mind that, wow, this wine is going to be wonderful with food. There are many dishes that I think would be really wonderful with Amarone. I mean, you know, when you think of that particular style of wine, the uniqueness in which it's made, you know, the body, the generosity, but at the same time, this core structure of both tannins and acidity, supporting that generous, very voluptuous flavors. I think for Asian cuisine, I think there's quite a huge range. So for example, I would say that all types of different roast meats. I find wine the perfect medium to express and share different cultures. I am absolutely thrilled to be receiving the Masi Prize. I didn't expect it. It was an unexpected, wonderful surprise, and I feel very honored that such a wonderful, prestigious distinction could be given to me, and I feel energized to do more for the world of Amarone and the world of Italian wines, because I do feel that there is so much more to share. And to enjoy, and to really, for people who are based in Asia, to discover, because it's a really untapped jewel.